Battered Fans Network.
Yeah. Rose south of Freedom Park, rocking pink and black. Dropping hot takes, messy in the hair and start the season with a star on the crest. So 29 fan bases can cry, cause we the best. Sign homegrowns like Noah, Frey and Ruiz, replacing goats with greats. Yeah, Miles got the cheese and he called it. Freedom to dream was the backbone from Lockhart to... Take the time to subscribe, like and share the show, so check and chat. Grab your MLS cup and coming, no question about it, I'm ready to get a star again.
Hear me, because okay, now I can see myself. So I think we made it out of Wi-Fi finally here. And guys, it's a beautiful day. Okay, as you can see up top here. Oh, Danny, the Herons are back.
What up? Yeah, took a while.
I mean,
I'm here. I'm here.
Well, I mean, Soccer Daddy gave us a certain amount of time, and then the moment we start, Soccer Daddy's out of here, and we're working off of 144p. So there goes that. I don't know why the hell I'm super laggy.
I hope I'm not laggy, but
no, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good on my end.
I'm here. I apologize. We told you guys a bunch of times it's not easy doing this show because we got a lot of stuff going on. But anyway, nobody cares about that stuff. We're here to do the show. Did you get to cover anything yet?
No, I literally jumped on and I couldn't see myself for like a good minute and a half.
Oh, that's a good start to the show.
Oh no, it was listen, the beginning of the show's got to be horrific. So whoever's going to jump on for the first time ever this episode, they're gone. They didn't even make it to this moment. So yeah, we gotta file a report. We got hacked. Well, it's probably because Inter Miami's the only team doing anything. I mean, I don't know if you saw, but MLS Communications came out with a report of how much money everybody's got in their piggy bank. And
yes,
then everybody just started to do stuff now. Like the teams now are starting to do stuff because the jig is up. Money's out there.
So you think now that it's out there, now they're like, oh, damn, the fan bases are going to get upset, but now we got to do something?
Absolutely. I mean, are you kidding me? There's teams that have been quiet as a peep. All of a sudden, this thing comes out, and Tom Bogert's working triple overtime today. This guy's reporting when a fly farts in a conference room. So, I mean, everybody's money's out there. I mean, I was looking at all the figures. I mean, there's just teams that they got just money, and they have been quiet as a mouse. Here we are. Tom Bogert is reporting that freaking Denny Bouanga was offered something with the team. Like,
could you imagine how crazy that would have been?
Here's Inter Miami looking at Denny Bouanga, and then you got teams like Minneapolis Minnesota who's falling apart with $7 million in the bank. I mean, yeah, look, Rico just mentioned it here. Minnesota is loaded. They just lost the best goalkeeper. They lost Matt.
Yeah, but they offered St. Clair money. It's just he wanted to come play over here. So I don't think it was that they were like being cheap. He just wanted to come over here.
And shout out to Kevin Hernandez, who I believe, if I just saw a little bit ago, Kevin Hernandez became a member just shortly ago. So shout out to you.
And shout out to everybody that joined us for that first members only video. That was
yes,
that was interesting. We found out that Chris hates UM and the UM fans. We talked about life with Pozuelo in a hypothetical world. It was a fun show.
Yeah, if you guys haven't caught it yet, become a member. It was fun, and more fun times rolling. Which, by the way, if you're a member watching this, comment in that member video. Let us know what kind of, I guess, content you guys want, just so we can kind of fine tune it. It was the first time, and it was a pretty good episode. We'll put a preview up of that. But guys, I mean, listen, Sean, don't even. You're saying I'm the most fake Miami person ever. I'm just saying, look, I don't think I don't hate Stancy. And yes, you went to FIU. Just like 90% of UM fans went to FIU.
Back to Miami real quick. One thing that I liked about the whole breaking news of Denny Boagna being offered, or not offered, but Miami trying to get Boagna, is we saw it with Ayala, we saw it with them trying to get Tristan Blackman, we saw it with Dane St. Clair. I think they've come to realize that there's talent in this league. They don't have to go other places to find talent. They're just going to start trying to cherry pick all the biggest names here in the league, and I love that. Right? They're not like, oh, let me see who I can get from I don't know, the Argentinian league. Let me see who's a young South American. Let me see who is somebody that's having a hard time in Europe that maybe wants to come over here. Like I'm blanking here, like a Region, there's some other names that I'm sure I can't think of right now. The fact that they are just going straight to like, you know what, this league has some talent. What are the best players? The best goalkeeper? All right, let's go get him. The best defender? Let's try to get him. Oh, Boagna was balling the last 3 months of the year. He all of a sudden was an MVP candidate. Let's go get him. And I love that they are changing the way they're operating. They're not just thinking, let's go around. They're like, you know what? Right here in this league, you could probably get some players. A lot of them already have dual citizenship, so we don't have to worry about the international slot. Like, I think it's genius. And I love that they're finally coming to terms with, like, we got players here that can ball. Let's go get them.
Well, Danny, look, I love the interest that Inter Miami is showing for great players within the league and outside of the league. And we got a lot to get to this season in terms of tournament play. I mean, we have a game this Saturday, Danny. Has that hit you yet? We're going to Peru. Are we going to get a Peruvian on the show? Like, are we going to look around for somebody in
Franco.
Peru?
I don't know if Franco follows any of those teams.
Franco's a fan of that team?
I said we
can't just get a generic Peruvian. But I want to get like a Peruvian in Peru. I don't want to get.
I know, but you're obsessed though. Like, oh, he's from Egypt. He needs to be on top of the pyramids. Oh, if he's from Peru, he needs to be in Machu Picchu. Like, it doesn't work if he's not on Machu. Like, relax, man. It doesn't need to be that extreme.
How much more authentic? How much we can't have it less authentic than that. We can't. We've already set the bar high. We got a Jamaican from Jamaica.
There is literally
we got a Scottish guy in the middle of Hartsdale, Scotland. I don't even know if that's a place. Like, you want to get some rando Peruvian? I mean, I could throw a stone down the street and hit a Peruvian that can jump on the show with us.
But we don't care if they're Peruvian or not. We want them to have some intel on the team. Like, we want them to be informative. Like, I don't care if they're living in Peru, as long as they know what they're talking about when it comes to the Peruvian team.
I'm not saying Franco is a fake Peruvian, Rico de la Vega. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if I want to get like a Peruvian that's like in Peru talking about this Peruvian team.
There's a good chance that if they're in Peru, they might not talk English or very good English. So
I mean, I'll take it.
Oh God.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, we can get Stancy on, but Stancy's a real Peruvian. We can get Stancy on here. I mean, we can go. Listen, that's going to be something fun to cover. We still got players that we want to get. This season has just been fantastic in terms of acquisitions. It's just boom, 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 and Inter Miami hasn't failed us.
Yeah.
And Soccer Daddy's saying Alianza will win 6-0 Miami. I mean, are you on the booger sugar here? There's no way.
I have no idea who that team is. Are they a top team? I would assume that they're a top team in Peru.
I mean,
but I
I'm
don't
on
know
it.
too much about them. Do you think, and I know I seem distracted, but it's because there's so much crap that I haven't had a chance to do today that I'm trying to catch up, multitask. Do you think that the preseason matters at all? Because I know 2 years ago, the preseason went pretty horrible for us. We had that Club World, the World Tour. We had the Asian debacle. Like it just was really bad. And then last year we were undefeated, and everybody was really excited. Oh my God, it didn't win. Does the preseason matter at all? Like in your opinion and in the chat's opinion, does the preseason matter? Like if on Saturday what Soccer Daddy says is true and we lose 6-0, does that matter?
Well, Alianza, for example, beat Colo Colo just recently, 3-2.
Falcon's old team.
And then, yeah, Falcon's old team, they lost against Union and they lost against Independiente. They've been getting their ass kicked every game. I mean, November 23rd was the last time they had a win before this previous one where they won 3-0. I mean, so it seems like we're going to beat the brakes off these guys. These guys are nobodies.
Okay, but
again, maybe that's a stretch.
Yeah,
they're in third place in the Salvadoran Primera División. They're in third place.
Do you think that the results matter? Is my question to you.
Look, typically preseason doesn't matter, but
Right.
you can't doubt that it makes you feel some type of way about the season. Like we did well last preseason, right? That was a good way of stepping into the season, especially with Mascherano at the helm.
Yeah, but didn't it all go to poop in April and May?
Yes, it did. And look, Mark is saying here preseason is terrible in all sports. Soccer Daddy thinks that there should be a trophy.
Like last year?
Yeah.
Because look, this is my thing. 2 years ago, the preseason went horribly. I don't think it could have gone any worse. You got your ass kicked in Saudi Arabia. People were kicking heads off of Messi cardboards. It went absolutely horrible. And then they had the best season in MLS history. They won the Supporter Shield.
Yeah.
Last year, they had a great preseason. Everybody's like, oh my God, Mascherano's the man. What are you talking about, Danny? This is a great hire. Look, they're undefeated in the preseason. They won the first game. They beat Sporting KC in the Champions Cup second round, whatever it was. And then they go ahead and then they have one of the worst runs they've had since Messi's been here. And everybody thinks like, oh my God, this team is terrible. And it was a poop show for almost a month and a half between middle of April to the late May. And then things picked up again, Club World Cup. So the preseason matters nothing. Like the preseason does not matter. Now, can you see some individual performances and be like, okay, that's not bad. But who was the individual performer last year that stood out that we're like, oh, you know what? This guy isn't that bad. Do you remember who that was?
In the preseason?
Yeah.
Allende.
And you know what? I didn't think he stood out to me as much in the preseason. In the preseason, to me, the person that stood out was Ustari. In the preseason, I was like, oh shit, this guy just earned that job. Like Drake got injured, but like Ustari looks pretty freaking good. Like I think he earned this starting job. And I remember going into the season like, well, he earned it, so let's ride with him. And you know, look how that ended up. So I don't think the preseason matters much. It's fun to finally watch the team play. It's fun to see some of these young kids finally play. See what Region looks like. See what Mura looks like. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I wouldn't say that the results. I'm gonna like really like worry about it too much. I'm just looking forward to it.
Well, I think this is the critical question here. Cuban Rick and Nick are asking very similar questions here. Inter Miami going to play new guys or just let regulars have fun? That's the question there. Like, are we going to see and we talked about this briefly on the phone, where Messi and these guys got to play the big names, right? I mean, they got to play a little bit. That's going to happen. This is still this is still a circus.
They're
It's
still
still a
charging them
circus,
a
guys.
lot of money for it. Yeah.
There's still a tour happening. We're not going to be playing within closed doors against the New England Revolution in like Daytona Beach. They're going on flights.
So last year's first preseason game was played on January 18th. Okay, so what's today? January 21st. So we're just 3 games removed from the 1-year anniversary of when we won that Las Vegas Cup, right? So that was so that's the first preseason game last year. In the starting lineup was Luis Suarez. He played 65 minutes. Messi played 66 minutes. Busquets played 72 minutes. Jordi Alba played 72 minutes. Redondo played 74 minutes. Fafa played 88 minutes. Robert Taylor played 65 minutes. Chelo played 90. Toto Aviles played 90. Noah Allen played 90. Rocco Rios, obviously, he ended up playing the whole game and the PKs. So, yeah, I mean, I expect all the big names to play that are available and to play at least 60 minutes like they did last year. So I would expect all of them to play, especially since they're playing in South America. That's big money that those teams are spending to bring into Miami to play over there. And I'm sure that the deal is like, we're spending this money. Messi needs to play. Like at the minimum, Messi needs to play.
Guys, Alejandro's bringing it up right here. 122 watching, guys, and you only got 22 likes. Come on, you got to like us a little bit better than that. And Xavier is asking, is Apple TV gonna show the game? And other people are asking, are they gonna show it? I've looked everywhere.
Do the investigation? Okay.
Yes, I've looked everywhere. I can't find where this game is going to be played.
It'll probably be on the website. It'll probably be on the website.
Well, last season it was on InterMiami.com. But the only problem is that the reception was horrible. And then I think at some point we ended up having a game that was on YouTube. I think it was the game that was in Honduras, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think you're thinking about the Champions Cup, man. No, the Champions Cup was on Fox, that weird Fox thing that they had going.
No, man. It was that loud Spanish crew. I think it was Honduras. I think we played against a team in Honduras where that was like on the dark webs of YouTube. I mean, look, the bomb hybrid is saying Peruvian channel. There's no way they're going to limit this. There's no way they're going to limit this just to a Peruvian channel.
Yeah. All right, Chris. Last episode, I think.
And Sean is saying most likely website or YouTube link.
Last episode on the comments, I got a lot of crap. And I think people thought that for some reason I was saying that if we didn't win the CCC, that it would be a failure. The season, that is. And at no point do I remember saying that. I remember saying that that's going to be the talk around the league, because I think people are ready and excited to point their fingers and be like, ha, 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 you guys suck, you guys lost, whatever. And I think that that's going to be the talk. But I do not think in any which way, if we win either the MLS Cup or if we win the CCC, that this season's a failure. I mean, I feel like if you win one of those trophies, it has to be a success. But there are 5 trophies that we and shout out to Albertico. Thank you. During the members only, I told them about how I had to call out of work because I had a bad back. It's a little better. Today ended up being, unfortunately, a very active day at work. So I might have tweaked it again, but I'm doing much better. Thank you. So if you look at the thumbnail, for those of you that clicked on this just because you saw the thumbnail, we're 20 minutes in, we haven't even touched on it. There are technically 5 trophies that we can win this year. Now, if we only win one, is it a failure? And I think that's ultimately the biggest question. So, Chris.
It can't be. All right. Well, while you banter, I'll banter for you. It can't be equal to last year, right? I mean, I'm just giving you sort of my genuine response here. Genuinely, I would tell you it can't be one. It can't be equal to what we did last year. It has to be 2 minimum at this point, because we accepted one that was MLS Cup, and it was very at the end. At the end is when we got it. Okay, but it can't be like if we win anything else other than MLS Cup, it's a bust, in my opinion. If
Okay,
it's
that's
only
interesting.
one or
Okay.
CCC, it has to be one or the other.
Okay. All right. So, because that was going to be my question, and I was hoping that you were going to go with just one is enough. Because what if it's one that we haven't won yet?
Well, the CCC, that would be the only one. Like,
Okay.
if
No,
we
there's another
only
one.
win the CCC, what's that?
Well, first tell me if we win a trophy that we haven't won before, is it a successful season?
The Open Cup? Are you going to tell me the
No,
Open Cup?
we're not in the Open Cup.
I mean, if we win one, I would assume it would have to be the CCC.
Okay.
It would have to be.
There's another trophy that we're going to play for. So we're playing for the Supporter Shield, the MLS Cup, the CCC, and the Leagues Cup. There's a fifth one, the Campeones Cup. Thank you, Superman.
Well, that
Now-
was the Carolina Cup.
No, the Campeones Cup. If we win the Campeones Cup, would that be a success?
I would imagine so. It's a new trophy for the trophy case.
I say no.
What if it's both CCC and Campeones?
Well, if you win the CCC, it's a success. I hate these trophies that are just a random one game. It has to do with last year's season, and then you just play one random game, and that's it. You just got yourself another trophy off of one game. I hate that that football does that. Like in the beginning of leagues across the world, like before the season starts, they play like one random game based off of last year's standings, and that one game, boom, trophy. I think it was the Supercopa. I think Mbappe played like his first ever game with Real Madrid, and guess what? One game into his Real Madrid career, guess what? He has one trophy because he won La Supercopa. And I'm like, this is so dumb. Why do they have these random ass one game
It
trophies?
is a dumb trophy.
Like it's like, okay, based off of last year, Mbappe wasn't even part of the team last year, but he just randomly shows up, gets to play there. He's like, guess what? I already have my first trophy with Real Madrid. We're one game into my career. Like I think these trophies are so stupid. With that said, Campeones Cup is an additional trophy. I'm not saying it's against a Liga MX team. I forget who it is. I think it's Toluca. And I get it, the top two teams. But the fact that it was from last year and they're playing it this year, if that's the only trophy that you win this year, it is not a success. It is not a success if that's the only trophy you get.
So here's the deal. That Campeones Cup, they founded it in 2018. And as far as the results go, there have been 3 MLS teams that have won it. The rest have been essentially Liga MX teams. It's literally a one and done game.
It
That's
is, and
dumb.
it's based off of last year. Yeah, I know. I hate when they do that, and they do that all over the world for a few trophies. So, look, if you end up winning that trophy, fuck that. Yeah, put it up in the trophy case. That's fine. You beat the Liga MX team. You earned that spot, but that cannot be the only trophy you win this year. Like it cannot. It could be an extra. That's cool. We got the Campeones Cup, but that no way can that be the only trophy you win this year. So I just because everybody's talking about this 5 possible trophies, and that's great. But there's 4 that are a little more to me important. That 5th one is cool. The Campeones Cup, I think, would be cool to say you won it. I would love to see it in the trophy cabinet, but no way can you celebrate that if that's the only trophy that you win all year.
Well, right now, Toluca, who we're going to be playing against, is in second place in Liga MX behind
No, they're a good team. Yeah.
Guadalajara. I mean, I'm not saying that they're a bad team, but I mean, look, there's a couple people putting a couple combos here. Soccer Daddy saying CCC plus Leagues Cup, right? And then Jack Carter saying if we win Campeones Cup, it's a good season, but not a successful one.
Oh, no way. You can literally lose. You can go 0 wins, 0 draws, 34 losses in the MLS, not win the Supporter Shield, not make the playoffs, do like crap in the Leagues Cup, and then you win one game and you got a trophy. And you're going to tell me it's a success? Absolutely
That's
not.
terrible.
I'm not. Hey, like I said, I want to win it. I think it'll be cool to add it to the trophy cabinet, but no. And then shout out to you. Yes, technically 6 trophies because apparently the Eastern Conference trophy is a trophy also. By the way, this is the final year that you can win the Eastern Conference Finals trophy because
That's
after
right.
the season, we're gonna go to like what is it, like 6 divisions or whatever the hell they're doing. They're no longer gonna have the East and West.
So, how do you feel about this qualification here, Danny? SBC is putting up here CCC is first, Campeones is second,
Mm-mm.
MLS Cup is third, Supporter Shield is fourth, Leagues Cup is fifth, and the Open Cup is sixth.
I'm okay with this if you take Campeones and move it between Supporter Shield and Leagues Cup. I'd put Campeones ahead of Leagues Cup, but not above MLS. And I'm not even a big fan of Supporter Shield, but I'd rather be like we were the best team throughout the whole season than we were a better team this night for 90 minutes. So I'd say CCC, MLS, Supporter Shield, Campeones, Leagues Cup, and then US Open Cup. That's the order I would put it in.
But wait, Leagues Cup is technically a better way of figuring out if you're better.
We haven't won Campeones yet.
But you get what I'm saying, though, right? Like that's more of a touted route.
Yeah.
Yes. Whereas Campeones Cup, it's a one and done here.
Sean, shout out to you, Sean. The disrespect for the US Open Cup. Sean, if Miami decided to take the Open Cup, they're not in it, but if they were in it and they decided to take it seriously, and they took their best 11 and started playing against Birmingham, Alabama, Miami FC, and they start like, what do you think is going to be the result? This is why the Open Cup, I think it's silly, because if Miami wanted to, they would curb stomp everybody on their way to at least the semifinals, where they finally start playing against some MLS squads. So that's why I'm not a big fan of the US Open Cup. I understand the lore of it. I understand the history. I don't think that they should do away with it. I think that they should expand the roster options so we can have, some of the IMCF 2 players play while they progress, eventually getting to the quarterfinals and maybe start playing some of the big guys. But I'm not a big fan of watching Inter Miami play against these teams like the Tampa Bay Rowdy, and everybody's like, oh, but have you gone to the stadium? It's the atmosphere. That's great for them, and let them keep having that. But if Inter Miami wanted to, they'd walk in there and they'd curb stomp them if they really wanted to. So I'm not a big fan of it.
I want to look for something here, but there's people that are posting up here, like Sliced Bread just said, Mitch is saying Hialeah FC will one day win the Open Cup.
And you know what, Mitch? You know who the first ever champion of the US Open Cup was? I've said it on here a few times. Chris, do you remember who the first?
You love saying it. Yes.
Do you remember who was it?
Brooklyn Cyclones or the Brooklyn?
No, it was Brooklyn FC was the first ever Open Cup champion. So.
Oh my God, look at Brooklyn! They won the first championship. What the fuck? Who cares about that? Hialeah football roster. History. I mean, but you took a couple guys from Brooklyn smoking cigars after painting a 3-floor building and threw them on a soccer pitch. Yeah. I'm trying to see. Hialeah FC has a couple players here. Like, who are these guys? They step on a field with Messi and they're going to get destroyed.
Yeah. What are the chances that we win off all the trophies? Honestly, like, I want you to talk honestly. I don't know. We're going to have a season preview somewhere down the line in the next couple of weeks. I think the team might add a couple players, and you might see 1 or 2 players leave in the next couple of weeks. But with the roster we have right now, and just talking straight honestly, right? The thumbnail says freedom to dream. And I know a lot of people are dreaming of just taking everything. But keep in mind that the World Cup is this year. Messi's going to want to make sure that he is good and healthy for the World Cup. So I don't know how that's going to look when we get closer to June. If you really had, how many trophies do you think we have a chance to win? I see a lot of low numbers, like 5%, 20%, 10%.
Soccer went negative.
So let's go outside of percentages, okay? Because maybe winning all the trophies is a bit much. Realistically, how many trophies do you think we could win this year?
I think potentially we can win the CCC, the MLS Cup, and I believe that we can be able to win the Leagues Cup. Supporter Shield, I don't know, because of the simple fact that there's just like unknown here with a lot of the players that we just picked up. I mean, look, there's people that are chiming in more or less the same. Soccer Daddy says 2 max trophies. Miami King saying 2. Superman versus Batman, say 3. A lot of people saying 2, maybe 3. I mean, Mark's saying 0 chance of getting all of them. But for the most part,
Yeah, getting
everybody
all of them
here
is
is
going to be
saying
very
2.
difficult. It's going to be very difficult to get all of them. So I'm going to stick with 5. I know that these two conference finals is 1, but I'm not going to count it as 1. So 5. So out of the 5 possible, how many do you think,
How many do you think?
you can get? How many do I think?
I'm saying I said 3.
Okay.
MLS Cup, CCC,
Okay.
and Leagues Cup.
That would be an amazing season.
That would be fantastic.
That would be an
I mean,
amazing. Those are the 3 tournaments that you're in,
yes.
right? Because the ones that you didn't win were the Campeones, which I think that one's attainable because that's only 1 game.
Yeah.
And we're playing in the United States. I forget where the game is being played, but I believe it's in the United States. So I think it's at Miami Freedom Park, if I'm not mistaken.
It says it's in early 2026, January/February. I don't know
Really?
the exact date.
No, that can't be right.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Yep.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I'm
right.
gonna check the date for sure.
No, if the game is that early, Toluca is going to be already in form, and we're going to be in preseason form. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, that's the only reason that's why I was saying I don't know.
Okay. Well, I think 3 is doable. I think CCC is achievable. We have either Nashville or was it Quebec in the round of 16, and then in the quarterfinals it would be either Philadelphia or Club America, which I think that Miami has the chance to beat both of those teams, and then you move on to the semifinals. So I definitely think that Miami has a good chance of winning the CCC. The playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised if we win the MLS Cup again, even though it's always a crapshoot with the playoffs, right? All you need is 1 bad game, and it's 1 and done. But I think Miami could do that. And then the Leagues Cup, that seems to be our tournament, right? We won the first one.
Well,
made it far in the second one. We won the first one.
Yes.
We overachieved in the second one because Messi wasn't playing. And we should have beat Columbus, but we collapsed in the last 20 minutes of that game to make it to the semifinals. And then last year we made it to the final where we got our ass kicked. But, I mean, Miami shows up pretty well in that tournament. So, yeah, I'm with you, Chris. I'm saying 3 trophies is what's achievable. And I wouldn't be surprised if 4 because of that Campeones Cup. I think the Supporter Shield is the only one that I feel is a far stretch.
I'm trying to see if I could find the CCC schedule here. I don't know if you posted it on the banners on the pictures that we got. I don't see it here, but yes, it's Nashville versus Ottawa. Mm-hmm. So we get the winner of whoever's there, and then we play the winner of whoever wins between Club America and Olympia, and then Philadelphia versus Defense Force.
Right, which we figure is going to be Philadelphia and Club America.
I mean, how are you going to count out Defense Force, Danny? And then from there, it would be Whitecaps. I mean, there's other teams that are kind of a threat. I don't want to walk through this whole tournament, but I feel like it's obtainable, the CCC. It's not as red carpet as it was last season,
right?
But I feel like we could still get it. Last season is when we should have gotten.
Yeah, because it was the only way you would play a Liga MX team was in the semifinal, and even then Vancouver ended up being the team. So it was MLS all the way through to the final, and you ended up getting your ass kicked by Vancouver. So that sucked.
Yes.
All right, and then the last thing I want to touch on tonight, we got the new kits. Are you a fan of the new kit?
I love it, dude. It's super clean. I love clean kits.
Me too.
I don't like this mess. Like I think I saw the San Diego FC kit. And it's got like yellow lightning bolts on it. It looks hideous.
I haven't seen any jerseys. The only one I saw, I think, was Atlanta, which I thought looked pretty nice, with the green line coming down the left side. But I love this. I love the collar. I love the just black with the pink accents. I love the star. I love this kit. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's really plain. Well, I mean, we haven't had a plain kit ever for the home jersey. It's always like palm tree designs and then waves. And like we had the imprint of the herons, which I actually like that one. So I like that we're just having like a nice, plain, black with pink accents. Give me that star. It stands out. I love this kit. I'm really excited to get it whenever it is that I do get it.
Listen, I made a comment on somebody's post where I said I love it. Oh yeah, it was on Don Cafecito's post. We're getting dressed for the funeral of our opponents, so collars are extremely necessary.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Does the kit have a button? I would assume so. I would assume
No,
it
not
does.
a button.
It looks like it's like Messi has a button right there, right on. Look at the picture. It looks
No,
like
it's
there's
not
a
gonna have
button.
a button. The pink one doesn't. The pink one doesn't have a button.
It didn't?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. Well, you don't have the pink kit.
Yeah, I have a couple of them.
Look. Oh man, I can't. This is the San Diego FC new kit. You see that?
Ew, it looks like mustard got spread all over that thing.
Exactly. Hani Mukhtar paid a visit to San Diego and just let it rain on their kits.
Nah. Is it true that they got rid of Fract as sleeve sponsor? I have no idea.
Yes, they actually now have Lowe's as the sleeve sponsor. And I forgot to mention that last show, Lowe's is now our sleeve sponsor. This is a pretty cool logo. It looks dope. And it's now we're now when we play against Atlanta, it'll be the Lowe's versus Home Depot battle.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna jump on Battered MLS Fans in a couple minutes. So if you want to keep talking football, join us on Battered MLS Fans. Chris, do you have any final words?
No, man, guys. It was a blast, even though it was a mess in the beginning.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a mess of a show. I don't think it's like worst of the year caliber, but definitely not a good show. So we apologize. But you don't always hit home runs.
Yeah, sometimes you got to hit a single, warm it up.
It was okay. It was okay. Let's see if we could do better on the MLS show because this wasn't that great. But
we talked about
we even talk about anything? I felt like we talked about the trophies that we could win. The fact that Campeones Cup is trash. We talked about the kit. And Sean expects a lot from us.
No, and Soccer Daddy, it's just a preseason worst ever show. Listen, we're warming up.
We're warming up. Yeah. And again, one more time, if you remember, I forgot to include your names. I'll do it. I promise next time. If you remember, we appreciate you that you guys joined us for La Ventanita. That's what we're doing. You start your mornings off at La Ventanita. It's very Miami, right? That's how everybody likes to start their morning. Trip to La Ventanita, and on Friday we might even have a guest stop by La Ventanita to join us for our morning drive. So if you haven't already become a member, it was a fun show last time. It'll be a fun show hopefully on Friday also. Go ahead, Chris.
And shout out to Bernie and Calypso, the OG La Ventanita fellas, for letting us use La Ventanita for our segment in the morning. So much appreciated, guys.
And you look like you need some sleep. No, that's it. No,
you do need sleep, dude.
I don't.
You're a disaster. I never sleep
because sleep is the cousin of.
No, I'm not even gonna finish that because you're an idiot.
Oh wow. I thought that you don't know what the line is. All right, if you're listening on audio, appreciate you.
Get out of here. Come on.
If you're listening on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you're in the chat, as always, you guys are the best part of the show. Chris, he Googled it. He's not a real Nas fan. I appreciate you guys. And we'll be back. Actually, we'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes on the MLS show. And we'll be back maybe tomorrow night. I don't know when. For sure, Friday morning for La Ventanita. We'll see you about tomorrow night for Battered Herons. So until the next one, La Ventanita is twice a week for now. So twice a week. We're going to see if we do either Monday or Tuesday morning and then Friday mornings. But appreciate you guys, and we will be back later. So until the next one, I do. Have a good one.